Capricorn, how you doing? So I felt really bad the fact that your remote viewing was probably rubbish. So you may or may not have related to any of that. I got no idea, but I thought, you know what? I can't, I haven't done Capricorn stuff in a while. And I know that the tarot readings are normally over on, I'm hearing Norman or Normington or Norris or NY City. But I'm finding it really difficult to get through to your energy, to be honest. So are you blocking someone or something here? But let's see. Capricorn. What have we got coming up for Capricorn? Capricorn. So the King of Swords, Cappy, the Ten of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, there's someone that's single on their own. I don't think they're going through an ending. This really could be a new person. But don't forget, you know me if you followed me for a while, that Capricorn is also Gemini. Sixes, it's not Gemini, but the major arcana of the devil is a 6, and the major arcana of the lovers is also a 6. So you can watch it as a life path 6, Gemini or Capricorn, and you can also watch Gemini readings, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. So this could mean Gemini placement, or a place, or a fish, Pisces, right? Someone that's new, okay? Getting to know somebody here. Let's see, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? What's coming up for Cappies? So you got Leo. Well, Leo kind of came up as a channeled message through for your remote viewing, but it was more to do with the bullshit. But I think there's something new here for a lot of you. Newcastle, New Guinea, McGinn. 4 of Wands, marriage, commitment, relationship, on the table if you're not already. Okay, so I don't know why I couldn't channel your messages, because your tarot just kind of seems quite like there's either a new person here, which is a 10 of Swords, meaning it's a 1, not a 10 and an ending. And this is a new person that you're kind of looking at for a relationship or a commitment, or you're already married. Or this person is, if you're dealing with a third energy. I don't pick this up as an ending, okay? If it is an ending, then this kind of makes someone single, but may have already met someone. As something ends, something starts, right? That means that someone would have had a couple of people in the past in mind. Capricorn this week. Ace of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Again, tarot not really making too much sense. 4 of Pentacles is either saving money or blocking someone out, or it just means a Scorpio. Okay, possible Aries. Let's clarify. 10 of Swords. Why has Capricorn got the King of Swords? New person. Knight of Cups, someone at a distance. Somebody at a distance that I'm talking to. Okay. 10 of Swords. Trying to get something started. Maybe a fire sign, but it could be anybody. And a King of Cups. Now, there's 2 men here. Now, this could have been why the remote viewing was slightly, all over the place, because it could be a third party. There could be a woman that's got 2 men. Okay. But it doesn't always have to be that. It can come up as the same guy. They've got a lot of air and water in their chart. Or the name's Charlotte. But there's a lot of new energy maybe here. Getting to know someone. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, a lot of talking, a lot of communicating. Well, the Tower is really just an epiphany. Or Tiffany. It's normally an awakening energy here. Having an awakening, going through certain things. This can also be solar flares. Okay, that's kind of going on in the universe at the moment with a lot of solar flare hits. Let's see, what's the Strength card for? 5 of Swords. Now, sabotage. Yeah, someone's sabotaging a commitment and a relationship, maybe. That's why you got the Tower. So it's like destroying it. Search, destroy can be like narcissism, gaslighting, mind games. But again, it's like, because it can also be paranoia. Okay, but like I said, this could be someone that's destroying the relationship. Okay, seek it out, destroy it, sabotage, destroyed. But it could also be paranoid, because I'm also hearing paranoid. But there is two men here, right? Now, it could be a same-sex relationship, a slugfest of different people. It could be one woman and two men. So this means that this woman has two men, right, here. Watch the Four of Wands. Because it would also go as two men having one woman, right? So Two of Cups, a new person, not yet in a commitment or relationship, playing the field slightly. And now a Queen of Cups. So now you got two women and two men. I told you, I said chest of drawers, drawers meaning knickers, and then also like take your clothes off and some kind of, I said you're either playing chess or there would be a lot of kings and queens in your reading that would make it difficult for me to channel. There it is. It's in black and white. Michael Douglas or Michael Jackson or Jackson or anybody that has M or J in their name. Okay, J, AJ, Simpson, Jason, Jake, Jack, Jackie, Jason, James, Jamesons. Somebody could be drinking whiskey or Hennessy or something like that. Or the name Henderson. What's a big up? Henderson. But that's why. So if you haven't seen it and you've just seen this, I don't normally do tarot on YouTube. Okay, I normally stick to the join button. But I thought I'll do you a quick reading because I felt bad the fact that I said something about playing a chess move or, you know, something like that, and that you must have a lot of kings and queens in your reading. Now, I can't remember which one this came up on the join button, but I said that there's a lot of people here where there's men sleeping with men, and like there is someone that's bisexual. They sleep with men and women. Okay. And that's why you've kind of got this energy. You've also got someone spying and looking at what's going on in someone else's commitment and relationship. Because this person's getting really pissed off and angry at what's going on around, like this is like where everybody knows and everybody's talking about it and there's groups of people, right? Because it's a bit like group sex or something that's going on. I really do pick that up, Capricorn, right? Because I'm going off also your channeled message through the remote viewing. So like I said, if you haven't seen the remote view after this, watch the remote viewing. Okay, it's not brilliant, but not for that one. So the king and the queen are counterparts. Ex-counterparts also, because they've split up through justice, meaning it could be an ex-husband or a wife or just an ex. Okay, it's no longer a commitment or a relationship, but what it means is, to me, is that someone is still communicating with their ex that they've recently split up from, or Reese or Ricky or Rachel, but anybody's got R in the name maybe, but somebody is still communicating with their ex, could be having sex, right, with their ex. And then also, okay, so now what I'm picking up is that there's a female that's having sex with their ex, but they've also got another man as well, right? They've got their ex and a male. Now, what's going on with the male, I've got no idea whether they're committing to one of the males or not. But there's a female that has two men, right? And then one of the men has another female as well. So it's like a four-party tea party up in this thing here. Now, this isn't all about that always to everybody. right? If you're not relating to those energies and you don't know of that and anything else, don't get paranoid and weird and start fucking accusing people. This is just someone that's coming up as a new person where they're stable. They're very stable, right? Kings and queens everywhere is a lot of love and a lot of dedication of being with someone. This is just something externally that could be going on with a person here. Because this doesn't relate to like communication. This is just can be someone that has like ADHD, attention deficit disorder. Okay, not paying attention, but it can be that someone's trying to get the attention of another person by making them jealous, right? Because it can mean that attention deficit can also mean attention. So I'm trying to get your attention by sleeping or going with another woman to make you jealous, to make you want me more. So I'm going to sleep with another woman, but you know that there's another woman, but I'm also sleeping with you as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's coming through as someone's trying to gain the attention of an ex by also sleeping with them or communicating with them, but then also communicating with a new woman, okay, that they're also interested in. But I feel that the woman is also doing that as well. She has someone new and she also has an ex, right here. Now, if that isn't relating to you as a sun sign, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or any placement of Gemini, right? Of any placement of Gemini. But there, for a lot of you, there's 100% another woman and a man in the picture. Now, whether the woman and the man that are together are actually getting on really well, because this can mean, we're under the same roof, but we've split up. We're no longer together. We're just like a two of cups, an old connection, right? No longer together, maybe have family, could have children, not leaving the wife because of the house and the mortgage and the rent. Okay, but we don't get on. We don't see eye to eye, but we're also seeing other people, right? That they know of, or naturally, right? So you got Life Path 7, Cancerian, the Chariot, Charlotte, Chariot, the Death card. Man, y'all got a lot of kings and queens and a lot of... it doesn't look like it's argumentative. That's what I'm saying. Like, it feels like people are either in an agreement with this and they kind of know that it's happening, but they're kind of getting their socks off or their rocks off with whatever it is that it is. Like, it's... What's the Four of Pentacles? The World, someone at a distance. Virgo, Eight of Cups at a distance. So some of you are at a distance. Some of you, right, the cards are just getting mixed up with like other messages, and because you can't just read a linear reading and like, oh, I'm a Capricorn, so the whole thing's going to relate to me from here to here, right? You've got some very good cards and some very strong masculine and also very loving, committed and dedicated, like one man, one woman show, right? They could be at a distance. And then these come to family members that could have like, within the same reading, because they've got a mother or father or brother or sister that has like a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node in a Capricorn or Gemini, right? So if you're not arguing with anyone and you're getting to know them and blah, 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 and they may be at a distance and all that sort of stuff, and you may have to travel, the Chariot and the World, they're at a distance. Again, the Eight of Cups. This is a very stable person. They mean what they say. This is like a Four of Wands, looking for a commitment and a connection and wanting that, a very loving one. Okay. Could be with a water sign maybe, but Scorpio, there's a lot of Scorpio. 4 here, this could be a Scorpio. This is also 4, it's also a Scorpio. And then there's a 4 there as well. So it could be someone at a distance, okay, and they're coming up as like a very, there's family around them, mother, father, blah, blah, blah. This is just for the people that are not like, my husband's a bitch or a cheat or a wife, or they're cheating and manipulating, all that. There's very good energy here. There's a lot of stable and stability of a king and a queen and so on and so forth. So they mean what they say. This person's looking for a full-time, long-time commitment, not a short time, a long time, right? You've got energies of wanting to travel and come and see and maybe be with you, or at least visit and stay, and you know. So you've got very good energy in that form. But then the other messages for the people where it's like, well, my fucking life is, you know, I'm dealing with someone that's also with someone else, or I've got like maybe two people. But I don't believe that if there is two people, someone's really playing games and manipulating anyone. I think they could just be slightly playing the field a little bit, is what we say in Britain. Sort of like enjoying myself playing the field, right? Here. Let's do you a quick couple of cards with this. Capricorn. Expect an argument. Well, that's definitely there. That could be with anybody that has maybe Leo, a life path 5, maybe Sag, or maybe Taurus energy. Well, basically, someone that you know that can be very argumentative that's in your life. Friend, mother, brother, sister, daughter, love interest. If someone's very argumentative, expect an argument, right? Let's see. Capricorn. Say no to the ex. There you go. See, there's a 4 energy there. and an old energy of possible confusion and gaslighting, which means that I've been confused with the whole fucking thing, really. You know, I try to block out my ex, but we keep communicating and we keep talking, or I keep seeing them, right? And they keep texting me. You know, this can be a text messaged energy online, right? But this is also, don't forget, it's also a pay-per-view. Right, but I'm also hearing View to a Kill, which would also be a 007. But it's kind of like somebody really could be trying to like stay with their ex and sleep with their ex, but then also maybe move on to a new person as well. Yeah. I really do. I think that there's quite a bit of sexual activity going on here. Does that relate to you, Capricorn, or not? Not at all. Let's see. Capricorn. Would you like to swing on a star? Would you leave them for me? Maybe. I mean, you could have a player, you know, like, would you leave your ex for me? Would you leave the person that you're with for me? Capricorn, I want both of you. I mean, you know, there's more than 72 cards in my deck, right? And all of these are kind of relating to like what the kings and the queens are kind of saying, that there's a third energy. Say no to the ex. Stop communicating or going back to an ex energy. Stop communicating with them. If they communicate with you, block them. Okay, but you might not want to. There could be someone here that doesn't want to. They want to keep playing with the person, tormenting them, maybe stopping them from moving on, maybe getting jealous the fact that they're moving on. Could be spying or watching, I don't know, any multimedia or physically in life. If there are groups of people around where you, I mean, you know, it depends what you do. For me, like when you go up a boozer or a pub, there's always loads of people, right? In my boozer, in my pub, there's always fucking drama. There's always drama going on, right? And like, because Brits, we drink, well, I mean, I don't drink alcohol, but British people, there's always pubs and restaurants. We spend our fucking lives in pubs, right? Whether you drink or whether you don't, at the end of the day, everybody meets at the same pub. And all the work lads, and they all turn up in their trucks and whatnot. So everybody's like, "You want brother? Yeah, get on." Blah, blah, blah. And there's like, so there's always a lot of kind of drama around the people. What I'm trying to say to you is this reading, because there's multiple different people, you must know of these people that this is happening with, right? You must know them. I'm kind of going to leave it at that, Capricorn, because I felt bad for giving you such a shit remote viewing. And then I think what I've done is here for the majority of it is kind of proved some of it right by the amount of kings and queens that are in your reading. Because that's everybody, Like this, the only other element that's in water is Aries. Because it's a 4, which means Scorpio, right? But 4 of the major arcana of Aries and the Hierophant, the Emperor, is also a 4. So that's the fire sign within the water element. But when you get an air element, you obviously get Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo. So there's fire and earth in there. Okay. And so on and so forth. And then when you get the fire energy, you've got Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Right? So, anybody's anybody here. Right, so I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn. Yeah, Cappies, I really would appreciate it because Britain is now turning into a third world country. We're pretty much getting to the stage where we're going to be a third world country. And there's the Emperor. Scorpio, Aries, there's a lot of people in your reading. But yeah, there's Britain is turning into a third world country. We are one of the most heaviest taxed countries there are. Everybody is leaving Britain. All of the millionaires are pretty much packed up and left Britain and going elsewhere. Too expensive to stay here, and it doesn't like it's going to get much better very soon. So if you would care to contribute in any way at all, I would really appreciate it, because I now also do hold raffles, like a lot of you may know. So you can win a raffle for as small as $1.30. I also offer bundles where you can buy 3 tickets and get 6 tickets, 6 tickets and get 12. Okay, now there are 3 different raffles that are open at the moment. You can find all of the links provided below. One of them ends in a couple of days, and there's only 8 participants in that one. So you stand a very good chance of winning if you want to. It's only $1.30 for a ticket. Okay, there are probably 3,000 or 4,000 people that watch these videos, each one. So at least one of you, right? It would be quite grateful if you did. But the recorded reading is the one that ends in a couple of days. The other 2 are, one is an hour-long video call with me where you can talk to me about anything. You can ask me as many questions as you like, spiritually related and also tarot. And then there's another one where you win a gold fucking tarot deck that looks lovely. And I would like it myself, but it's a prize. So you win a 60 or 70 pounds really nice tarot deck and an hour-long reading with me as well, all in one package. So all 3 of those links are provided below. It's quite easy. They take all kinds of American Express or any kind of card you like. It takes it. Okay. And those links are provided below. If you want to join the Facebook, you can. Private one and also the business one. That is 7 Tarot Raffles and Readings. You're quite welcome to join them. If you want to reach out for private readings, that's the best place to get a hold of me if you want a private reading as well. Okay, so all links are provided below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and help a brother out. Okay, so see you soon, Capricorn. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later.